All right, Mason robots or whatever Sharps is going to say I fucking discriminated and called you. I mean, you're not Mason robots in technicality to physics, but you're Mason robots, all right? So just fucking deal with it. You play dead right now. So I wanted to integrate some new things besides just some of that point. That right there is a good one, and the fact that what I'm going to talk about right now is called the mass gap. I think we're getting pretty good about, for Jordan here, I'm going to tell you about this is what that physics looks like. This is what time touching the past looked like from this morning. This is what touching the future looks like from this morning right now. Because you can maybe see like, all right, maybe there's some, that's got some touch in there. But does it? I don't know. Discrimination to physics and a mass gap, turbulent flow of hadron fission generator. So that'll be important for later, and especially that statement, because later on we're going to be tackling a video about the mass gap, about the air turbulence equation. Again, grab a hold of it. Where is it? It's everywhere. You can say Stoneman. And you're right. That's right about the Stoneman. What else? Where else? Where else is that air turbulence equation? Schrödinger? That's right. That's Schrödinger. Murder. In here, again, you know, that's smoothing it out. What we did was we smoothed out a constant about sexual harassment. What we did is we bridged the gap with a bunch of physical pieces. Now, they're rational numbers, me, you, and amongst the NP problem organization of number versus potential number, or potential versus potential number. If I give that number to me, it might only generalize and discriminate against a different standard. But remember, because all 7 of them are physics, there they were on that stone mill floor. So let's talk about touching the past. Is it an NP problem of organization, those field theories? Is that me doing one? Can I touch that incident right now? Say that's past, Schrödinger, Newton, the rest of them. Is that the future? Is that Newton-Poincare's variable of, well, obviously FMA is the way, but I'm in a stone mill and I haven't used FMA once all day. And probably because you don't understand it. Just like this one's going to say, you probably don't understand it. Those numbers are critical. I do need x's. I do need gamma. I do need irrational numbers. Planck's constant. But in sense, they're gaps. They're opposing some irrational value to this stuff around me in the room because I'm part of that electron. I'm part of this group theory. I'm part of this dynamic one electron shell in the phase orders of the quantum operator and the quantum object. At least that's how we're describing it. That's our general term until somebody's like, you know that video where Jordan said that? I would like to make some revisions on that. Smart with physics, general relativity gave me a step, FMA, smooth it out. I'm going to add this to it, take some of the dent off here, put it in the wind tunnel over there, and there you go. Because it's engineering, it's chemistry, it's physics. This is some guy in a math class teaching some kid grading paperwork. That's what you've seen. You didn't understand it. You got to figure out which ones are those when I say understand it, because it's going to be all of them massed out. Squared. You just can't do it. I'm focused on something. I want something. I have ambition. Now here you got this idea. You got 2 imaginary people over here. You know, how do you get their attention in the land of the shadows over here? Well, tell them I got a marshmallow. Do you have a marshmallow? No, I ain't got no fucking marshmallow, but they want it more than anything they want in their life. And I'm going to bank that entropy. I'm going to use it like a motor. By the time I'm done, I'm going to have marshmallows. This one's going to be one of them. I'm going to use that later on. Am I wrong to do it? Is that constitutionally discrimination? Is that a monopoly on the standard of situation? It sounds like some regular everyday physics to me. And that's high worldly stuff. I mean, the compounded of it, what we have just said right there is all the politics you could ever come up with. Roe v. Wade, is it my baby? Do I have a fucking choice? Is this Brown versus the Board of Education? Boy, I might fucking think so right now. Go touch it. Is it past? Is it future? Is it right now? Just some G you put your finger on? If you were in there, we're talking about Brown versus the education. You're going to start going in that like a fucking Shaolin monk inside here, just start tapping numbers and flashing hand signals in the universe pretty quick because those are going to be the words to correlate to you. That's what gravity was. Not Brown versus Wade, or I had to put that in there. The fact that that entity F1 plus F2, Roe v. Wade was the words, or Brown versus the education, become minus F1. And now we're looking at something different. That's the mass gap. I have to know what that physical thing is in right here. That's an irrational number. In some cases, it becomes Planck's constant. As a thermaler, that is not Hubble's constant for all how I do treadline operations and do other things. But when you see that in here, it means I want you to begin a calculus, time frames, your lengths of your rocks, your widths of your rocks, and your stoichiometric ratio on the gas. So how hard is the surface, and give me a time range, because it's going to say those blocks run different. I can't just put any Johnny on that because they're going to mess up the edge of the surface or something along those timelines. Because that timeline is a mass. It doesn't really exist. It's a massless thing. I could put my 140-pound ass in there, but Jupiter's going to be like, I need more. Fuck, I'll let one through if you guys don't step it up. Yeah, I got to know the number. Catch you on the next one.